you have to constantly reaffirm that you are good enough, that you belong there, and then always prove it. So I would just always say you gotta do twice the work to get half the opportunity. But that, to me, the mentality I've always had on it is that just gonna make me better. So that's why I'm excellent.
So it has been brought to my attention that one Joy Taylor, one identified in this recent bombshell lawsuit that has allegedly smashed her way to the top. As far as the Skip Bayless scandal, they're calling it a Joy Taylor scandal. I'm still confused as to why she has been implicated in this lawsuit, but you know what I mean, we got to acknowledge the elephant in the room, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we don't know what we don't know. Ain't nothing been proven, dog. But if I had to bet, I'm gonna assume that she was whopping Hawk 2 in her ass to the top. You know what I mean? Because if you watched that show, if you watched her on Undisputed, bro, she didn't talk about nothing. None of these pretty faces on sports commentary talk about nothing, bro. It be the ones that look like they been through some shit that really talk about something. You know what I mean? Like your Doris Burke. You feel me? Like, I'm not trying to shit on the women that are in the sports field, sports commentary field. You got some motherfuckers that know they shit, but these clear-cut cases of eye candy meant to, you know, create like something good to look at for the fellas while they watch the two dudes go at it, bro. That's the MO. You know what I mean? And Joy Taylor don't be talking about nothing, dog. You know what I mean? Anyway, apparently she was up on I Am Athlete talking about, you know, how hard she worked to get to the top. Bars. How hard she worked to get to the top. No, how hard she worked to get to the top. Oh, this shit finna be funny as hell, bro. Joy Taylor on being a woman media mogul, bro. It's like, damn, the message to women, bro. It's like, I can't blame him for taking advantage of this shit, bro. Like, from OnlyFans to this shit, bro, just because that's what fellas giving them, dog. You gonna give me this goddamn free ticket to get this coin, to get this position, to get this status? I can't blame him. You know what I mean? I'm gonna call your ass out if you want to be out here acting like you queen. You ain't do nothing for it. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to you from getting the bag, getting that coin, getting that job, bro, but you still suck the to get to the top, so I can't respect you. You slored your way to the top. You slored your way to that money. But at the end of the day, I can't knock the hustle, bro, because it's on the fellas that gave them the ability to hustle. You feel me? But yeah, as far as this, if she really did what they say she did, which I think she did, bro, this shit finna be funny as hell, dog. Before we do, like always, man, Pete the Drip, shop, StevieKnight.com. All day, every day, man. Link for that, description box below. Like the video, sub to the channel, like the video, and let's see what Joy is talking about.
On this episode of I Am Athlete, I don't know what episode it is, but we're having a legendary conversation with one of the best in the business. When you think about a communicator, when you think about sports, there's some dynamic voices. American media personality on multiple shows right now on Speak on FS1.
I'm just thinking about the optics right now, though, bro. Even though these NFL motherfuckers, they be woke and liberal as shit. Yeah, I mean, especially this crew. But like hindsight being 2020, but like, just I'm questioning. I want to know how they feel about it now. Did y'all platform this motherfucker to come out here and talk about her grind? Yeah, I mean, it would be fucking so fire if she actually told what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I had they got them smash my way to the top. That was a hard job to do. I mean, have y'all seen what the motherfucking executive director of Fox Sports looked like, bro? You know what I mean? Like, she was putting in that work. You feel me? Like, you know that was her type. You know what I'm saying? That's work. You feel me? Like, prostitution is work. That would have been a much better conversation, as opposed to you come here competing with the swig dog, as opposed to you coming out here competing with the big dogs, bro. Nobody gave two fucks about anything you goddamn said. This is just this whole feminism bullshit, bro. I mean, she had no business on the show with Skip and Shannon. She brought no value to the show. I mean, she did, because, I mean, she is cute. I mean, there's that, bro. You got all these motherfucking simps in the comments talking about, you know what I'm saying, I would have paid that too, or I would have, whatever the fuck. You feel me? That's just the way of the world, dog. Pretty looks get you what you want all day, every day, because fucking dudes is lame as hell. I wonder if they really know, dog. But if she out here slanging pussy, they fucking know. So they part of the shit. Like if she slanging pussy, like if she fucked her way to the top, these motherfuckers know. You know what I'm saying? Some of them probably slid the tip in too. They just platforming the agenda. I be goddamn, fuck that. Fuck that.
Can you define your seat for us and then explain kind of like your journey, where you started,
Oh,
where
here we
you're
go.
at today, how you got there? Did you
Here
have
we
to
go.
fight to get to this position? Feel good about where you at? Is there more meat on the bone?
Well, that was my seat for a long time. I was a host, a moderator, hosted with Colin, but obviously it was Colin's show. And now my seat is the same as everyone else on the shows.
Yep.
And that was always my goal, to get to a point where I wasn't teeing up other people for their opinion, which is a great role to do and a powerful role to be in and an important role, but that's not what I wanted to do. So when I got in the business 15 years ago, a long time ago, this wasn't a thing. It wasn't there was YouTube, but it wasn't what it is now. Twitter wasn't what it is now. You didn't have Instagram Lives. You didn't have all these platforms and podcasts and ways to really express yourself and be a personality and give your opinion. It was really just the opinion shows on the biggest networks and radio. And I always loved radio because it was the original format to talk, which I wanted to do. I really never wanted to be a reporter. I never wanted to be a hardcore journalist, because I hold them in a special place. Like, I think if you're a journalist, you have a really specific role in society, even as a sports journalist, because you're supposed to be unbiased. Like, you're just supposed to give us the information, tell us the news. You're not putting your spin on it. Now that's changed a lot, but there are still some of them out there, and I have a lot of respect for that position in our space. So I never really wanted to be that. I'm spoiled. I like sitting in the studio. I'm not into all this weather stuff, so like the sidelines. It's exciting, and you're a part of history, but that's never what I wanted to do. So for me, I knew that the way to get into that side of the business at that time was to do radio, because that was the long format platform, and that's how I started. So I started interning in radio. I was a part-time producer in radio, and then moved up as an executive producer, and then eventually got an opportunity to host a radio show in Miami. So that was how I started in the business, and that's why I got in on that side.
Now, he talked about like the traditional way with females, they always get the host. They host, and then they pass it to the ball players or the guys. It's very few females, right? You might be the only black opinionist on TV. Why is it not more of them?
Is it?
Come on, man, I know what I'm talking. You know what I mean? I do this.
Remember we had this conversation with Kerry when we had Champion on here about how hard it is for them.
But why is
and that
though?
would be my question. Like, how hard is it for you?
He just took it back.
Hold up, Pat.
How hard is it? How hard was it?
Ask the question. Don't ask the same question for future reference. Sorry about that.
Oh, bro, this shit funny, dog. This shit
I got a
funny.
whole blooper tape that I have to agree to this. Jesus Christ.
I gotta stop. Yo, wait.
How hard?
Take his weed. Check his weed. Sorry, Joey. Sorry about that. Answer whatever question. It's the same one. It's whatever one. That's my brother, though. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What's the question?
Why is it not more?
I mean, I think visibility is one thing. You know, you have to see things to believe they're possible. So we know representation and how important that is for everyone.
Yeah.
For me, Jamel was the first one the first
that's right.
woman
Yeah.
at all to really be there, giving an opinion, having a show, and the first black woman. She really made me believe it was
Hill,
possible.
right?
Jamel Hill, yes.
Yeah.
She made me believe it was possible because everyone else on television that was just talking about sports, giving their opinion, was a man. And so for her to have that space and have her show and it be as big as it was really important for me. And then there was just a gap for a long time. And it's not just for women wanting to get into that space and be in that space, because there's plenty of women who want to give their opinion about sports. Yeah. And I keep saying opinion because it's different. It's a different job.
It is.
It's a different job than doing play-by-play. It's different than doing sidelines. It's different than being a moderator. You get asked a question, you answer the question just the same as everybody else at the table. It's a different job. I think it's hard for executives to see women in that space also. So that's why I feel a lot of responsibility, honestly, to not f it up, because there's just not a lot of opportunities in that space.
I mean, I want to cook, but two things can be true at the same time, bro. It's clearly not a lot of space there, bro. It's fucking male-dominated field, bro. Like, men want to hear men talk about sports. Real talk, like, as good as the girls are talking about sports, a lot of men ain't checking for what women got to say. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they can't relate to the male perspective on what sports is, bro. Like, women and men look at sports differently. But if what was alleged is true, and you had to suck the tip to get there, bro, all this bullshit you saying, man. All this bullshit you saying, dog. This shit's gonna age perfectly, bro.
Let me ask you this, because I had an opportunity also to be on FS1 and sit with you at times for an entire year, and I was blown away as well. Not just because of like your opinions, but I mean, you're just super talented, right? There's a skill and an art to it. And I remember having some conversations with you offline. And long story short, I was like, oh, like she had to sacrifice a lot. She had to fight a lot to get here, right? So can you maybe put, like, you know, yes, right? Because you're sitting here, and I'm gonna throw this question out here for you right now. So
Let's get it.
Marinate on it.
Let's get it.
And answer it later. But do you feel like you've made it, right? You're here now. You went to radio, 15 years. Now your opinion matters. It's equal. What did you have to sacrifice? A lot of times people see us make it to the league. A lot of times people see us sitting here, but they don't know what we had to do to sacrifice. So what I'm trying to get you to do is tell us, you know, put me in a room where you had to push back on the executive and say, no, I'm going this way. I'm good enough to do that.
Well, I could tell you specific stories for the next 3 hours, but I think for me, I always knew exactly what I wanted to do. So you're gonna get told no a lot. Wow. Sometimes it's not even gonna be no. It's like, we're not even listening to this. Like, this is not even an option for you. Yeah, like, this is not even an option for you. You're not good enough. We don't do that. The opportunity's not there. You don't know how hard this is. I've been literally told I don't know how hard it is to do a daily show while I was working on a daily show. I'm like, you mean the show I currently work on? I don't know how hard it is to do that. The same meeting I'm in every day, the same wake up call, same time. How would I not know how hard it is to do the show I work on? You have to constantly reaffirm that you are good enough, that you belong there, and then always prove it. So I would just always say you gotta do twice the work to get half the opportunity. But that, to me, the mentality I've always had on it is that's just gonna make me better. So that's why I'm excellent. Because I had to be. I couldn't be average. I couldn't be okay. I couldn't be late. I couldn't complain. I couldn't say no. Now I do. But you have to do that because you can't give people the opportunity to doubt you. So that, I think, is what the sacrifice is. It's a lot of pride sacrifice. You got to eat a lot of
You got to eat a lot of D. Hey, that's it. That's it, bro. That's it. Bro, she definitely smashed her way to the top. I'm convinced. It's alleged, but nah, she did that shit. She did that shit. All this bullshit she's speaking because it's bullshit. I mean, she may think that in her head, or that's literally that's the way it is for most women in this field, dog. They get overlooked, bro, because their opinion ain't got them respected. But for those that actually deserve to have their opinion out there, I wonder what a Doris Burke would think if she sees some shit like this. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut your ass up, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't did shit besides ride a dick and suck a dick. to get where you at. Now you talking all this big shit. Bitch, please. Bitch, please, dog. This shit funny. This shit funny, dog. Woo, woo. Allegedly.
Listen to a lot of jokes. You gotta ignore little comments, little microaggressions.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough, bro. Hold on, let me see in the comments. This shit was a year ago. Come on, let's look at the comments, see what they talking about. Let's see what they talking about. I'm here after the Fox scandal. Shady thing. I really liked her. Oof, this is aging well. Timestamp just taking the file, shaking my head. I'm here for the comments. Well, it looks like Joy was totally FOS. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Joy worked her way to the top of her talents, both of them. That hard. How hard was it? That shit took me out. That shit took me out, bro. You say. Let the games begin, bro. 2025, let's get it.